I'm Abby, the
the
Cannastrologer. Nice to see
Cannastrologer,
everyone.
and sorry, we're still practicing, not talking. We'll get there. So tonight we're going to do some evidential mediumship readings, some tarot card pools, maybe some astrology in there as well. And I just want to give everybody some info on the specials I have. Please subscribe to both our YouTube channels so you can get our live content. We will be going live every Friday at this time, unless something comes up, but most Fridays will be here at this time. I have a Valentine's Day. Hi, Rachel. Buy one, get one free. So if you book a full mediumship reading on my website, you will get a full reading free. So it's 2 for 1 essentially. I also have a BOGO 50. You can use one time. It is 50% off any full reading. So those are my specials. I do go live on TikTok on Thursdays with Kathy Behrens, certified evidential medium Kathy Behrens, at 7:30 Eastern, and Friday with Abby, the Cannastrologer. And that's what I have going on. I have a pretty full schedule this week. Lots of readings are coming in. I guess it's that time of year, so that's very exciting. What do you have, Abby?
So I just restarted my newsletter, and so
Awesome.
I've got a really cool offering. It's a giveaway that we're doing. It's celestial themed. I don't know if you can see that
I
very
can see
well.
it's beautiful.
So this is a chill still pipe. Wonderful company. They make really great flower vases. And no, flowers not included.
I-
But if you go and check them out, all you have to do, you have to be 21 and up, sign up for the newsletter. You have a choice whether or not you want to enter for the chill steel pipe. You'll get your choice between, if you win, you get a choice between a black or a pink celestial. So just come and check it out. Wonderful company. And then as far as deals go, I always have my 420 special going. It's 4 cards, $20. It's about a 20-minute reading. I always read underneath the deck. And I actually, through the rest of February, I'm doing a BOGO. Actually, it's not even BOGO. It's buy one, get one free. Yes. So I'm going to be doing that with my 30-minute, my 60-minute readings. 30 minutes are typically $50. 60 minutes are typically $100. So through the end of February, if you want to book with me, it's half price. And I think that's it right now, than just the updates with the newsletter and stuff. So in the giveaway.
Everything is linked below. It did kind of crowd everything. So after I make the live go public, I'll kind of edit that out so it's not all crowded. I don't know. YouTube. Yeah, last night I uploaded a video and I woke up this morning with a ton of views and I'm like, wow, I'm so excited. Well, the video didn't upload all the way. It only uploaded like 30 seconds of it.
Oh.
So I had to re-download and re-upload. It was crazy.
Oh.
But I have a question. Since I bought my deck and it's celestial themed as well. That's why I bought this one.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
so dope.
And it was pretty inexpensive. It was like $10 or $12. It came with this awesome magnet box. I got it off Amazon. And you can like scan the QR code and stuff, which I literally just noticed before we started.
I love that.
And a little book. But look at this. I can't read that even with a magnifying glass.
Is that the guide?
Yes. So anyway, I was shuffling them and just getting used to the deck and, whatever, putting my energy in the field.
I was just about to say
And
that.
I was having kind of a iffy day mentally. And I was just like thinking about the cards and, thinking about getting a sign, or I wish I knew how to read these cards. And this card popped out and I read what the book has to say, but it's meaningless to me because I don't really understand it yet because I don't know much about it at all. So I got this card.
Okay.
Can you help me?
Yes.
Can you help me?
Yes. So the strength card is just what it talks about. It's the universe when upright. It's the universe sending you strength, telling you that you may be in a period where you are needing to gather and garner and harness your own strength. What I love about that card also, if you notice on the top of it, it's got the little infinity symbol
I
above the
noticed
one.
that.
So what's really cool about that, whenever the strength card pops up, I've been saying it, and it actually plays in today's discussion.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's 2024 is an 8 year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. The affinity symbol, when turned on its side, is an 8. What that stands
Yes.
for and what this year is really about is what comes around goes around. Okay, so
Mm,
it's like karma. So it's
I
like
like
all,
that.
yes, and all the work that you've put in to your practice, to your family, to your career, to your endeavors, whatever it is that's important to you, it's like all of that is coming back around in the year of 2024.
Mm.
It's a big year of karma. But what I always say about karma, and it's the justice card number 11, by the way. Um, Karma, everybody who gets karma, okay, I'm getting tongue twisted right now. One person's karma is another person's justice, and vice versa.
Mm.
So it's like not
Mm.
only is it a year of karma, but it's also a year of justice, and it just depends on what side of that, that push and pull, that what goes around comes around, that
What?
you are on.
Yeah. What
So
did you do? Did you
what
keep
did
your
you put out
karma
into the
right?
universe? 100%.
And it was when it slid out of the deck when I was shuffling it, it was upright. And I was like very cognizant of I have to ask Abby and I have to remember it was upright because I
And I
know there's a difference.
And I love that you paid attention to the fact that it was the one that fell out. Like, it's a major arcana card. It's
What does
the
that mean?
so the
Major
major
arcana.
yeah, the major arcana are the first, I think it's
And Rachel
22.
said she has the infinity tattoo on her arm. So hello to everybody who's watching. We'll get to readings in a minute, but I'm learning.
Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome. Um the major arcana is like, I want to say it's I usually know this off the top of my head. It's like the 22 or 28. It's like the major cards. It's like the Empress, the Emperor, the World card, the Strength card. They're your main themes, the big things
Oh,
that
is
that
that
when
this
they
is one
come
of
out.
those?
Yes, and when they come out, that means it's like a main theme that's going to be happening in your life or is happening in your life. The minor arcana are the 56 other cards that are the suit cards, the wands, the cups, the smaller ones, and
Oh.
those are just smaller incidents, maybe like temporary themes, temporary people that are in and out of your life, that are just happening at that time of the reading. So,
I definitely need a class.
yes.
You're definitely going to have to teach me um for sure because I want to know more about that now that I have some more time on my hands. I want to learn that because I want to learn how
Fantastic.
to add that into my mediumship repertoire.
So, and learning the general Rider-Waite tarot is first step, because then, especially what you would probably be interested in too, is the same with me, is building astrology into it.
Yeah.
Uh, because astrology very much plays a part with tarot. There's some tarot readers that don't use astrology at all in their readings. But I learned that way. So it's like, and once you learn it, it's like you can't unlearn it. It's like
Right.
I bring the two together. So,
Thank you. Wonderful information. That makes me so happy to hear. There's a lot of karma, I think, that's going to be happening in my orbit.
oh yes,
Good, bad, and whatever.
I'm ready for this year. I'm ready for it. This is going to be a big year for a lot of people, and that's because we're also in Pluto in Aquarius, and that is something that I wanted to talk about, since the theme of this live stream is about space and astrology and astronomy and the differences, but also Pluto, like aliens and all of that. And all of
Oh,
that falls into what Pluto in Aquarius is actually about. We just went into Pluto in Aquarius. When was it? I think it was like on the 9th. I believe it was
it
on the
was
9th.
recently because I saw you put up a video or something
Yeah, I think it
about
was
it.
on the 9th. If I'd have to check back exactly. I'm not pulling it up in whatever. But we're going to be in Pluto and Aquarius through, I want to say September, and then for a very short period of time in September through November 19th, we'll dip back into Capricorn just briefly, and then November 19th we move full on Pluto in Aquarius all the way for through the next 20 years. Now,
Oh,
Pluto in Aquarius is a transit that only happens once every, I think it's like 223 years,
be-
23, something like that.
you
It's a
want me to
long
tell
time.
you why? You want me to tell you why?
Yes.
Because Pluto is very far away from the sun. So
Yes.
I'm going to give you, because for those of you who don't know, I have an astronomy master's degree. So I was a scientist before I was a medium. So I love talking astrology and astronomy together to explain to astrologers who probably didn't learn traditional astronomy. Pluto is very far from the sun and it takes hundreds of years, couple hundred years to make one orbit. So that's why it'll stay in that position in front of Aquarius for that long, because it has a huge orbit. Now, something like Mercury goes retrograde all the time
All the
because
time.
our perspective between Earth and the sun and Mercury's in between us. So it's going to go retro, it's going to appear to go backwards in the sky, which is what retrograde means. It's not actually, for those of you who don't know, going
Right.
backwards. It's an optical illusion from our perspective. So you have to think, when you think about astrology and why this planet's in this sign for this long and how come some are longer than others, it's because of the distance from the sun to the planets in their orbit in front of those signs, in front of those constellations
Yep.
in the sky. And that's how you base the time a planet is in front, is in that,
Right.
um, what do you call it? Do you call it a sign or constellation?
Transit?
When you say Pluto's in Aquarius, you call Aquarius a sign
Oh,
or,
no, Aquarius is oh yeah, it's
okay,
the sign.
okay,
So in the sign of
okay,
Aquarius.
all right,
Um
okay.
or the so and then one thing I wanted to add to, Mercury retrograde, which you brought up, because that affects us the most here on Earth. And that happens 3 to 4 times a year. So and yeah, it is an optical illusion. It makes us feel like everything's going wonky. Transportation, technology, you know, uh,
Mhm.
communication in general, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Pluto,
Mm.
though, Pluto is a very funny, interesting, not a planet anymore, right?
Dwarf planet. It got
Dwar-
downgraded in 2006.
yeah. And but technically, like the way that it falls into astrology, Pluto can mess some stuff up. It's a little powerhouse, small but mighty when it comes to the size of this thing. It really can change things up. And when it goes into Aquarius, Aquarius is all about space, technology, the future, aliens.
Ooh.
And because Aquarius is an air sign, air is all about communication and technology and all of that. So what we're looking at when Pluto comes into Aquarius, we're looking at major changes. Pluto comes crashing in and it almost flips Aquarius, all the way around. And we're looking at total lifestyle changes. Okay. We're looking
Mhm.
like,
That
um,
that's what happened to me.
yeah, well, and it's so it can be related to work and can be related to the way people view relationships, traditional versus non-traditional. Now we're seeing a lot of non-traditional more so than ever, right? What is
Mhm.
traditional anyway, right? Everybody has their own. But that's we're going to see like more of communal living, more people living together in larger groups. And I'm not talking cities, I'm talking on like plots of land. Everybody's been joking about it for years. Hey, get your group of girlfriends, buy a
Right.
plot of land. And no, people are
Yeah.
doing it now. That's that's the energy of Pluto
And
and
not in a
Aquarius
culty way, just in a way of for self-preservation
and
with the
survival.
way, yeah,
A
exactly.
100%.
And
We're gonna see major movement when it comes to um, politics and world views. This is a time where there's a lot of rebellion that will happen, so there's going to be shifts there. But it's also, interestingly enough, even with the rebellion, it's also a time where people are striving more for love and peace. And so, if
Mm.
for many, many years, people have been talking about the age of Aquarius,
Mm-hmm.
in the song, the age
Yep.
of
Yep.
Aquarius, this
Mm-hmm.
is it. This is that age. This is what people have been prophesizing about for so long. And it's very exciting. But now that it's here, it's like we're kind of just easing into it. I feel like between now and September, it's kind of like a trial run just to get dip our toes in the water and feel the
Yeah.
temperature. And then we have that little dip back into Capricorn, which will be a hard focus on money, commerce, business, that type of energy. And then we pop back into Aquarius for the next, Pluto and Aquarius for the next 20 years. And
So
also, so then speaking aliens, technology, we're also looking at things like that too. A lot of AI. I mean, AI is already here, obviously, but a lot of technological developments. We'll probably see a lot more things having to do with space exploration. Obviously, the aliens are already here. I've known this for years. I feel you probably are on board with me with that one as well. But things like, missions to
I'm making
Mars.
notes so I remember what to say here.
Okay, so but things like missions to Mars and all of that, like this is all information that's going to be coming out to the to the masses where it was more hidden in the past, but now it's going to be,
Can't
um
really hide it anymore with the technology we have.
and
So I
that's and
have
the tech.
like 1,000 things to say in response to what you just said.
I
Okay.
can't wait. Let's do it. Let's get into this. I love it.
First of all, Pluto being downgraded has no effect on astrology. It's still there. Nothing happened to Pluto. I'm not a big fan of labels in general in my human life. Everything's malleable, labels I think are just made up so people can keep things organized in their brain. So people who are mad that Pluto got downgraded, the major reason is there's a million Plutos. Did you know that?
No.
Pluto is a trans-Neptunian object and it crosses Neptune's orbit.
Okay.
And Pluto is one of millions. And it was just so happened to be discovered with primitive technology by Clyde Tombaugh in 1930. Now we know there's a whole orbit of millions of Plutos, hundreds of thousands at the least, probably millions around Neptune. And one of Neptune's biggest moons, Triton, is a Pluto like object. It was captured from that trans Neptunian asteroid belt.
Okay.
I think I froze. I don't know.
Yeah, you did a little bit. Yeah,
Okay,
you're frozen.
so I'm frozen on here, but not on here. I don't know what's going on.
I can
So,
still hear you.
okay, I don't know. It's Pluto's mad at me. Anyway, so there's millions of other Plutos out there. Hopefully it'll go back to live motion here in a minute. Yeah, I'm frozen over here too. So that's Pluto. And I would love to know why and I've asked astrologers this before, what about all the other objects out there by Pluto? Why aren't they put into the catalog? But that's because nobody knew about them until recently. But
Right.
there's a lot of them. Okay. Secondly, Mercury is small but mighty. The reason why it's so mighty is because it's so close to us.
Yeah.
It's 2 planets away from us, and it's I want to say maybe 50 million miles or kilometers away from us. It's not that far. Um, and I'm still frozen. I don't know why or what to do. Hi, everybody.
Sure, Sahara. Maybe is there a way that you can maybe change the camera around and just see if it'll, like, if you flip the camera around just for a second and see if it will like update for you?
It's just highlight save. Oh, I saved a highlight. I didn't know I could do that. It's not doing anything. I would have to go out and come back, I think.
If you go out, is it going to shut down our
Yep,
thing?
yep.
Ruh-roh. Dang
So,
it,
and I have great Wi-Fi. I have a great Wi-Fi signal.
It's
Um,
Mercury or Pluto messing with us.
yes. And
They
the
knew
other
that we were
thing is
giving
about
away all its
aliens.
secrets.
So you know what? I could probably go right back on this same live stream. So
Okay.
let's X out and pop right back on because this is weird.
Okay, everybody watching us.
We'll be back in 30 seconds,
30 seconds. So
if
give
not
us,
sooner. I'm
yes, we'll
gonna,
be right back.
okay,
We'll
click the
be
same link.
right
If
back.
not, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.